Yo, if you're into shows that go way beyond just zombies or virus outbreaks, this list is a must. We're talking full-on emotional roller coasters, fear, loneliness, survival, and that raw human grit when the world's basically toast. From teens trying to make it out alive to battle-scarred legends just holding on, each of these bangers hits real hard. Picture ruined cities, lockdown buildings, and vibes that'll have you in your feels for real. Some are slow burns, some are chaos from the jump, but all of them, absolute heaters. And that last one, straight up iconic. You'll finish it and just sit there, wreck in the best way. Don't sleep on this list. Hit play now or regret it later.
वहाँ अंदर सेफ है।
Number 1. Batal. You never know when the past might claw its way out of the grave to haunt the present. Batal is a gripping Indian horror thriller that plunges us into a chilling tale of survival and supernatural terror. The story follows an anti-insurgency unit deployed to a remote village to secure a road construction project. But what starts as a routine operation quickly spirals into a full-blown nightmare. As they dig deeper, the team unwittingly unleashes an ancient curse, awakening a battalion of undead British colonial soldiers, cursed to roam the earth and bent on destruction. The line between life and death begins to blur, as the village is trapped in a terrifying limbo between the living and the dead, packed with brutal action, suspenseful storytelling, and blood-chilling horror. Batal keeps the tension tight and the surprises coming. It's not just a battle for survival anymore, it's a fight for the soul of the land itself. Expect a wild ride full of shocking twists, eerie moments, and high-octane clashes that don't let up till the very end.
You trust me?
Number 2. The Last of Us. When the world collapses under the weight of a deadly epidemic, survival becomes the only law, and not everyone makes it. The Last of Us tells the gripping tale of Joel, a hardened survivor scarred by personal loss, who takes on a mission to escort a teenage girl named Ellie across a ravaged United States. But Ellie isn't just any girl. She carries within her a secret that could be humanity's last hope as they navigate the ruins of a world torn apart by infected monsters and ruthless humans alike. Joel and Ellie forge a powerful bond built on trust, sacrifice, and resilience. The series blends intense, pulse-pounding action with deeply emotional storytelling, painting a vivid picture of life after civilization's fall. It's not just about dodging danger at every turn, it's about holding on to what makes us human in a world that's lost nearly everything. The Last of Us is as brutal as it is beautiful, offering a raw, emotional journey through a broken world where love and hope are the rarest and most powerful survivors.
O problema aqui são os vivos.
E agora?
Agora eu vou tomar meu palácio de volta.
Number 3. Reality Z. What would you do if a zombie apocalypse broke out right in the middle of filming a hit reality TV show and you were stuck inside the studio with the cast and crew? Reality Z, a bold Brazilian horror series, throws that wild scenario into full gear, mixing intense post-apocalyptic action with dark humor and dramatic twists. As chaos explodes outside, a group of clashing personalities, reality contestants, producers, and staff are forced to band together inside the studio compound. Trust is scarce, egos flare, and survival instincts kick in fast. While the undead claw at the gates, internal betrayal, paranoia, and conflict threaten to destroy them from within. But even in the darkest moments, courage, loyalty, and flashes of hope emerge. Reality Z explores how ordinary people cope when the rules of the world fall apart, and how the fight to stay alive becomes just as much about holding on to your humanity. Equal parts terrifying and satirical, this series is a wild ride that blends horror with a clever twist on pop culture, keeping you hooked from the first bite to the final scream.
Come on, fresh meat!
Number 4, Z Nation. In a world torn apart by the zombie apocalypse, survival is a brutal, day-by-day battle. Not just against the undead, but also against what's left of humanity. Z Nation follows a ragtag crew of survivors on a high-stakes mission to escort Murphy, the only known person immune to the zombie virus, across the ravaged United States to a lab that may hold the key to saving mankind. But getting there is anything but easy. Along the way, they face relentless zombie attacks, ruthless human enemies, and the haunting ghosts of their own past. Loyalties are tested, tempers flare, and betrayal often hides behind a friendly face. Yet despite the chaos, the show injects sharp black humor and moments of surprising heart. It's a journey that proves laughter, hope, and friendship can still shine through, even when the world is falling apart. Z Nation is fast-paced, unpredictable, and packed with action. It's a wild, often outrageous ride that never lets you catch your breath, and that's exactly why it keeps you coming back for more.
Strap in, douche waffles.
Shit's about to get weird.
Number 5, Daybreak, the world's gone to hell, and the grown-ups didn't make it. In Daybreak, the apocalypse has wiped out the adults, or turned them into zombie-like creatures, leaving teenagers to rebuild society their own wild way. At the center of it all is Josh, an ordinary high schooler on a not-so-ordinary mission. Find his missing girlfriend in the middle of a city-turned war zone. But he's not alone for long. Along his journey through this Mad Max-style teenage wasteland, Josh teams up with an unexpected band of survivors, some friends, some foes, and plenty stuck in between. Together, they face off against not just the infected, but also power-hungry rival cliques, inner demons, and the kind of drama only teens can bring to the end of the world. Blending dark comedy, stylized action, and emotional drama, Daybreak is a fresh, chaotic, and surprisingly heartfelt take on the zombie genre. It's about survival, yes, but also about friendship, growth, and finding your own identity when the rules of the old world no longer apply. From the first episode to the last, Daybreak is a wild, witty ride full of energy, guts, and just enough heart to keep you rooting for the end of the world. Number 6, The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. What happens after surviving the worst of the apocalypse? The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live answers that question by diving deep into the long-awaited return of Rick Grimes and Michonne, two legends reunited after years apart in a world that's still as dangerous as ever. Rick, thought to be lost forever, resurfaces in a reality that's changed beyond recognition. Meanwhile, Michonne, relentless and unshaken, fights through her own trauma, old ghosts, and looming threats as she searches for purpose in a place where survival still comes with a heavy price. This isn't just a continuation, it's a reckoning. The series packs in high-stakes action, powerful reunions, and emotional depth that hits just as hard as the original show ever did. Expect surprise alliances, chilling enemies, and moments of redemption as both characters confront their pasts and carve out their future. And let's be clear, this finale is no soft landing. It's explosive, gritty, and more intense than half the top 10 shows on Netflix right now. Somehow, it's still flying under the radar, but real fans know what's up. Before we drop the final reveal, which apocalypse series hit you the hardest? Let us know in the comments. And if you're into raw, underrated, end-of-the-world stories that pull zero punches, go ahead and smash that subscribe. You won't want to miss what's next.
몸이 건드렸으면 넌 죽어.
그 사람들도 다시 돌아갈 수 있을까?
Number 7, Happiness. Happiness drops us into a world unraveling under the grip of a terrifying epidemic. It's not just any outbreak. This one turns people into relentless, mindless predators, and no place is truly safe. At the heart of the chaos is a sealed-off apartment complex, where a group of residents clings to the fragile hope of survival. Inside those walls, it's not just the infected they're fighting. Tensions rise, trust breaks down, and fear spreads faster than the virus. Sam, the series' central figure, battles not only the danger lurking outside, but the emotional storm brewing within. As her inner struggles grow harder to conceal, the line between sanity and madness begins to blur. Happiness isn't your typical zombie thriller. It's raw, psychological, and deeply human. It explores what happens when isolation strips people down to their core and asks what truly remains when everything else falls apart. With gripping drama, sharp suspense, and a pulse-pounding atmosphere, Happiness is a chilling, emotional ride about courage, love, and the will to endure, even when the world has lost its way.